Hey everyone, Toronto Ty here, and I am very excited for the start of the 2019 season at Canada's Wonderland. There's still a lot to be revealed about what's in store, especially regarding Winterfest, but I'll be going to the park every weekend to keep up to date on the latest developments and changes in the park. Speaking of changes, I'd like to say a very sad farewell to a classic Wonderland attraction. Orbiter operated at Canada's Wonderland from its opening year, 1981, until the end of the 2018 season. As amusement insiders observed, reported, and confirmed, Orbiter will not be returning for the 2019 season. It's been disassembled and put up for sale. I can't say I'm surprised, but I am disappointed there was no announcement of its removal so I could get one last ride, knowing it would be my last. I can only assume it's because it wasn't really a planned move. Orbiter was one of my favorite thrill rides at the park, and I have very fond memories of riding it with my family over the years. Its removal is especially sad since it was one of very few still operating Hoos Skylabs. The Skylab is, in my opinion, far superior to the smaller Enterprise models. My hope is that we will get a next-gen Enterprise, though I wouldn't expect it for a few seasons, and probably not in the exact same location. On a happier note, Yukon Striker appears to be coming along very well. The track assembly has been completed, the station is well into its construction, and testing has begun. They've announced a first rider contest, so they certainly expect that the ride is going to be ready for the start of the season. I have entered the contest, and with your help, I hope to raise $500 for the SickKids Foundation. I'm already a third of the way there. I want to make this very clear. I want to raise money for the SickKids Foundation. Would I like to be one of the first riders on Yukon Striker? Of course. But the fact that people are giving because of me when they otherwise wouldn't, that means the world to me. I know at least one person who has already done that, so, thank you to them. But, let's keep this going and let's raise as much money as we possibly can for SickKids Foundation. You see, when I was 5 years old, I was, being a kid, riding my bike, and I broke my jawbone, and I have the scar to prove it. The first hospital was ill-equipped to handle my tiny, fractured jaw, so once they discovered I needed more than stitches, they sent us over to SickKids Hospital. SickKids Hospital and SickKids Foundation continue to research and develop new medical practices, and they help save the lives of children every single day. Please give generously. As far as I know, there's no minimum, so if you can only give $10, $5, or just a toonie, remember that 100% of proceeds go to this incredible organization, and your contribution does help make a difference. So what else do we have to look forward to in 2019? Well, according to the Wonderland mobile app, Gunball appears to be replacing the virtual reality experience over in Medieval Fair, and the Wolf Jocks are back this season. I think that's the only show I didn't film last year, so I'm glad I have the opportunity to do so this season. Other shows and special events have yet to be announced, but I'll be there for as many of them as I can. I'm also hoping to get to some other parks this year and make good use of my Platinum Pass. Cedar Point is at the top of my list, and it's probably about 90 to 95% certain that I'll be going there, and that'll be my second time visiting the park. But I'd also really, really like to go down to Dorney Park, which is a park that I've never been to before. There are a couple of smaller parks I'd also really like to visit, and I'm still working on the plans for those, but until I have those plans firmed out, I'm keeping a tight lid on what those are. money is very, very tight for me right now, so I don't imagine I'll get to any of the other Cedar Fair parks, like Carowinds. But Copperhead Strike is still going to be there for years to come, and as soon as I'm able to get down there, I will, of course, have a report for you guys. Anyway, I really wanted to let all of you know this channel isn't going anywhere, and although I have been writing scripts for those off-season videos I promised, I'm not sure I have all the footage I need. It's a bit of a slog to get through all the footage that I do have, especially with my chaotic schedule this off-season. But I should get at least one video done before the season starts, so look forward to that. I hope you've all been having a great off-season. Let me know what you're most excited for in 2019, whether it's trips you have planned, shows or events you want to see, or coaster credits you're hoping to get. And once again, please use the link in the description below to give to the SickKids Foundation. Thank you, and until next time, have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like the video, comment with anything you'd like me to cover in the future, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and support me on Patreon so that I can visit more parks and create more wonderful videos.